Hello, we are going to make a quick fashion illustration using these are the following objects we are using: a pen, a pencil, a sharpener, eraser, a ruler and few color pencils. So let's start our illustration. Uh, First, in a notepad, we are going to make a 10-inch straight line with a light hand. Now let us understand how a ruler works. So this is 1 inch of a ruler. We will take nearly half plus 2 threads. This is called 3/4, and we will make a marking on the paper. So this is, we mark at 3/4 inch, and then we draw a rectangle here, a tiny bit of rectangle over here. We then mark at 1 inch, and then again 2 demarcations down here. This is 1¼ We again make a demarcation at 1¼ This becomes our entire torso for the stylized croquis. Now we make a small rectangular head as per our facial choice, and we extend the neck down here. Now we make the torso and the balancing line of the figure. Now since we have to end our torso till here, we extend the arm from here and make the outlines or the skeleton of the arm this way. Now we have a pose for the croquis. We can have a back extending leg from here. So once you have drawn the face as per our choice, we will make a half demarcation on the face for the eyes line. Now we make the body. So we first draw our waistline like that, and then moving on, we extend the legs in a very sleek manner. So we have our hip line that's meeting the leg line over here. And this is the second part of the leg. Now we can have any attire we want on our clothes. So we can make the entire hands and clothes like this. So now since we have the demarcations of everything, we will just have a box for the hand over here. And we will have the demarcations of the hand over here. Like this, we draw a rectangular box. Now since we have an entire croquis ready, now let's draw the eyes for the croquis. Now this drawing of the eyes can be as per your choice. I choose to draw it a little beyond the facial line, so we can obviously draw the eyes and the lips over here like that. Now this is our basic croquis. Let us draw the hair in whatever fashion we like. We'll draw the hair like this. And we can choose an attire of our choice that we want to dress the croquis as. So this is how we do it. So this, I have a trench coat style of dress coming over here for the model. here, like that. We are going to erase the hand a little bit and elongate the hand as per our choice. Yes, that is how we make this entire croquis. Now let's define the fingers. We have the front finger. Now since we have an elongated sleek finger, we would like to make the fingers also a bit elongated. So this is how this, since we have to fit our hand structure into this box, we make the second finger, third finger and fourth finger, and just let the knuckles be like that. Also here, since you have a problem for drawing fingers, you can just have a thumb and we can just have a hand like that also if we want to have the box. Or else if we want to have a bag, model holding a bag, then we can just have fingers like that. It's just simple use that are very thin, made as fingers. Now we come to the legs. We make the legs like the feet like this and have a stiletto on the croquis, and then we make this and have again a stiletto on the croquis. We can make the footwear as per our choice. This is how we make the entire croquis. Now for the additional lines, since our lines should not be visible while rendering, we need to erase these lines so as to have a proper defined croquis. And whatever else relevant gets erased, we can redraw it using this pencil. Even the lines around the face, we can give the facial structure as per our choice. Now since we have a little bit of hand structure here, we can give a little bit of folds for the fabric that happens over here like this, and the rest we can carry on with rendering. These are the lines I erased, and lightly I erased so that I can redraw the defined lines. Now if I have to start rendering, when I want to start rendering, how do we render this croquis? We are supposed to be having in mind that there is a light source. So let us have a light source, say a sun. This is a presumption, we cannot draw it for the croquis, but still this is how we render it. With a very light hand we are rendering the entire thing. This is a basic tone of color that I want to give to the entire croquis, skin tone. So that's how I go about it. And this is how I render the legs for this. Just a very light hand with watercolor pencils. You can go for anything, Staedtler or Camel, choice. And now that we have the entire thing, we lightly merge this, blend this with water. Here, very light, so that the pencil graphite doesn't come off. This is how we render it. Now we should let this dry and we should give a base color to the entire trench coat that we have drawn. So we start. I have chosen a color pink for that matter. So we can lightly render the entire thing. Now since we are giving a very base color, we are not keeping in mind the light source, but the light source is coming from here, which we'll understand once we give the tonal range. So now since we have this entire thing, we just blend in. I'll show you a partial rendering and you can carry on with it. Now since I hope the skin color of the face has partially dried, so now since the light source is coming from here, we need to have a shadow on the opposite direction. So this is how we give the shadow and give the 3D effect to the entire cookie. Tiny between the fingers, we highlight the spaces. And we can make a little bit of eyebrow detailing over here. And we can color the hands like this. Now we take a little bit of red color and we can do the lip over here. And we can also color the little bit of shadows that are coming on the clothes. We gently color the shadow part. Since our light source is just the opposite, we need to have the shadow in the opposite direction. Be careful and do the bust, give the roundness. Now we can color the rest of the croquis in the similar way, but we are left giving the third tone for this croquis. So I'll just show how to finally outline these. So once we're done with the face, we can just either take up a brown pencil and do the eye slightly with the light hand, and we can just use a black pen to highlight the eyes. And we can just make a fine outline of the entire thing. A little bit of eyebrow detail, and we can just have you can use a water-based pen for a smooth outline. Or you can give a little bit of textured effect as you wish for your style of illustration. And you can do in a similar manner, make the details of the garment. You can just make the hair with a base tone of your choice. Now since we have colored the hair, we just blend it with a fine let this dry. And we'll merge the second tones that we have done gradually with the first tone. Meanwhile, we can just add some bit of darkness and outline to our fingers. We'll just give a flower or something. Hand. And this is how we can make the entire thing, and we can have a bit of a color like this hair strands. Do it. Explore the flow of the entire croquet. We can give a little bit of darkness at the behind so that our facial lines come out. We can use a little bit of brown in the garment also for a little bit of a third tone. The folds and all to give it a bit of a raw color, a depth in the sleeve part. And this is how we can color the rest of the part, using our choice of colors. Just make the fingers more delicate using a very fine tip pen, and we can just merge all the pencil lines with the kind of shade we are giving in the dress. This is how we can go about blending our entire croquis. This is how we are going to color the rest of the croquis, and this is how we can make a quick illustration for any of our designs. So thank you for watching. Stay updated and subscribe to our channel.